He's been stranded on a desert island, saved Private Ryan,
Shut up.
voiced a beloved cowboy toy,
Reach for the sky.
and brought Mr. Rogers to life.
Thank you.
But how did this actor become the versatile legend we know today? From TV sitcoms to Oscar-winning performances, this is the story of how Tom Hanks became a true Hollywood legend. Before he was a household name, Tom Hanks was just another aspiring actor trying to make his mark. Tom Hanks's journey began in television, where he made early appearances on shows like The Love Boat and Happy Days.
I did it! So much for the great Arthur Fonzarelli! 17 years I've waited for this moment! The yoke has finally been lifted! I feel satisfied! Oh, it feels so good!
But it was Bosom Buddies that gave us our first real taste of his comedic genius. Imagine having to dress in drag to secure affordable housing. That's the kind of hilarity Hanks delivered alongside Peter Scolari, showcasing a charm that was impossible to ignore. His big screen debut came with He Knows You're Alone, a horror flick where he played a psychology student discussing fear and survival.
Too bad they don't have a roller coaster.
Thank God for small things.
Don't you like to be stared at?
No.
Most people do, actually. I mean, like to be scared. It's something primal, something basic. Horror movies and the roller coasters and the House of Horror ride.
I want to go on that next.
And you can face death without any real fear of dying. It's safe. You can leave the movie or get off the ride with a vicarious thrill and the feeling that you just conquered death. One hell of a first-class rush.
Don't tell me you're a psych major.
Oh, a good deductive guess.
Not the most glamorous start, but every star has to begin somewhere, right? However, it was his performance in Splash that marked his breakthrough moment. In this romantic comedy directed by Ron Howard, Hanks played Alan Bauer, a man who falls in love with a mysterious mermaid portrayed by Daryl Hannah.
I was right! Behold the mermaid!
The film was a box office success and demonstrated Hanks's natural ability to blend humor with heartfelt emotion in a way that resonated with audiences worldwide. The film was a box office hit, and suddenly, Tom Hanks was a name everyone knew.
I don't ask that much, do I? I mean, I don't ask to be famous, and I don't ask to be rich, and I don't ask to play center field for the New York Yankees or anything. I just want to meet a woman. I want to meet a woman, and I want to fall in love, and I want to get married, and I want to have a kid, and I want to go see him play a tooth in the school play. It's not much.
Hot on the heels of his breakthrough, Hanks starred in Bachelor Party as Rick Gasco, a fun-loving man about to get married whose friends throw him the wildest bachelor party imaginable.
Okay, what's first? A bit of a warm-up. We spend an hour with nymphos without pants.
The film became a cult classic and further established Hanks's comedic appeal. In the mid to late 80s, Tom Hanks began to solidify his status as a leading man with a series of successful films. He starred in The Man with One Red Shoe as Richard Harlan Drew, an unsuspecting violinist who becomes embroiled in a government espionage plot. The film allowed Hanks to flex his comedic muscles once again, though it received mixed reviews.
This guy's right out of a circus.
No, that's exactly what he wants us to think.
Hanks followed this with Volunteers, playing Lawrence Bourne III, a spoiled rich kid who escapes gambling debts by joining the Peace Corps and finds himself in a rural Thai village. Although the film was not a critical success, it marked the beginning of Hanks's collaboration with director Nicholas Meyer and showcased his knack for portraying characters in absurd situations.
He must be hung like a cocktail, Frank. That would certainly explain his less than social behavior. Let's say you become a bodyguard of mine, huh? Not that I really need one.
Oh, Jesus! What was that? Hey!
I think I'm getting closer.
She was trying to kill me. Were you trying to kill me?
You know the problem, I think I'm left-footed.
Nobody tries to kill me and comes that close.
Yankee blood, dead meat.
Huh?
If you touch her, Beth is a goner.
Oh, and how do you know she said that?
I'm Oriental.
Oh.
In The Money Pit, Hanks played Walter Fielding Jr., one half of a couple whose dream home turns into a nightmare of endless repairs. His impeccable timing and physical comedy had audiences in stitches, and maybe reconsidering that fixer-upper. But Hanks wasn't just about laughs. In Nothing in Common, he portrayed David Basner, an advertising executive reconnecting with his estranged parents. Acting alongside legends Jackie Gleason and Eva Marie Saint, the film showcased Hanks's ability to balance humor with drama and hinted at his future dramatic roles. Taking a turn towards romantic drama, Hanks starred in Every Time We Say Goodbye as David Bradley, an American pilot who falls in love with a Jewish woman during World War II. Though not widely seen, his performance demonstrated his versatility and was roundly praised by critics for its sincerity. Returning to comedy, he teamed up with Dan Aykroyd in Dragnet, a humorous take on the classic Police series.
Oh, thank God. Vibrator repair.
No, ma'am. Los Angeles Police Department. Sorry.
As Pep Streebek, Hanks played a streetwise cop who partners with the straight-laced Joe Friday, leading to a series of comedic mishaps.
Cozy little group, eh? Just like your local Rotarians.
Hey, listen. We get a little wild at times, sure. But nothing like this.
The film was a moderate success, showcasing Hanks's ability to play off comedic veterans like Aykroyd.
Listen, you public pawn. My attorney's on his way, and we both know I'll be out of here in 20 minutes on bail. So take off these cuffs and open the door.
Look, Joe, why don't you go get a couple of cups of coffee? I know I could use one. You want anything, Muzz?
Chewing gum, a Snickers bar, and my attorney badge kisser.
Well, Mamo, I guess it's just you and me and your balls and this drawer.
Then came Big. What would you do if you woke up one morning as an adult, but still had the mind of a child? Hanks embodied this paradox flawlessly as Josh Baskin, capturing the innocence, confusion, and wonder of youth trapped in an adult body. His performance was both hilarious and touching, earning him his first Academy Award nomination and solidifying his place as a leading man in Hollywood.
You're wonderful.
Following the success of Big, Hanks took on the role of Stephen Gold in Punchline, a stand-up comedian struggling to make it big. His portrayal was both raw and vulnerable, showcasing his dramatic range alongside Sally Field in this comedy drama about the competitive world of stand-up comedy.
Who wants to be a comedian these days? When I was a kid, I wanted to be a superhero.
Hanks continued to explore diverse roles with The Burbs, where he played Ray Peterson, a suburbanite who becomes obsessed with uncovering the secrets of his mysterious new neighbors.
What is their name again? The Klopeks?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a Slavic name?
I don't know.
They've been here a month. You think they're gonna do something about their yard?
This dark comedy blended suspense with humor and highlighted Hanks's knack for playing relatable characters caught in extraordinary circumstances. In the same year, Hanks starred in Turner and Hooch, a buddy comedy where he played Detective Scott Turner, a meticulous detective forced to partner with a slobbering dog to solve a crime. The film was a box office hit and demonstrated Hanks's ability to handle physical comedy and charm audiences with his chemistry with an unlikely co-star.
You know, we've known each other for a while now. I think it's safe for me to say. But are you aware of your drooling problem? I mean, it looks like you swallowed a tennis shoe and you got the laces hanging out. it's, you know, it's a bit embarrassing, don't you think? Maybe you could save that. Is there a use for this stuff, like as an industrial lubricant or something? Oh, good God.
Never one to shy away from unique roles, Hanks starred in Joe vs. the Volcano as Joe Banks, embarking on a surreal journey after being told he has a terminal illness. The film was a whimsical exploration of life's meaning, and Hanks's performance was both quirky and profound. Hanks continued to tackle ambitious projects with The Bonfire of the Vanities, portraying Sherman McCoy, a wealthy Wall Street executive caught in a media frenzy after a hit-and-run accident.
Watch out! Stop!
Okay! Oh, I'm going. Go! Go, car, go!
Yeah! Hey! Stop! Let's open this door! Hey! Hey!
The film, based on Tom Wolfe's novel, was a commercial failure and received critical backlash. But Hanks's performance was noted for its attempt to bring complexity to a flawed character.
Sherman, you rotten, dishonest bastard!
I didn't want to do this, Maria, but you gave me no choice!
The early 90s saw Hanks expanding his range with more mature and dramatic roles. In A League of Their Own, he played Jimmy Dugan, a washed-up baseball player who finds redemption as the coach of a women's team during World War II. Hanks's portrayal of Dugan was both humorous and touching, delivering the memorable line,
There's no crying! There's no crying in baseball!
The film was a critical and commercial success, further establishing Hanks as a versatile actor. Hanks continued his success with Sleepless in Seattle, a romantic comedy in which he played Sam Baldwin, a widowed father whose on-air declaration of love captures the heart of a journalist, played by Meg Ryan. The film became a touchstone of 90s romance, with Hanks's heartfelt performance endearing him to audiences everywhere and solidifying his status as a romantic leading man. 1993 saw a bold career move as Hanks took on one of the most challenging roles in his career, starring in Philadelphia as Andrew Beckett, a lawyer battling AIDS and workplace discrimination. Hanks's powerful and nuanced performance earned him his first Oscar for Best Actor and was hailed as a landmark moment for LGBTQ+ representation in mainstream cinema. The mid-90s marked a golden era for Tom Hanks, as he delivered some of the most acclaimed performances of his career. Following his success in Philadelphia, Hanks starred in Forrest Gump, portraying the titular character, a simple man with a unique perspective on life.
The only good thing about being wounded in the buttocks is the ice cream. They gave me all the ice cream I could eat.
The film's success and Hanks's poignant portrayal won him a second consecutive Oscar for Best Actor, a rare achievement that solidified his status as a cinematic powerhouse. Critics praised Hanks for his ability to imbue Forrest with innocence and depth, turning the character into a cultural icon. In Apollo 13, Hanks played Jim Lovell, the real-life astronaut who led a harrowing space mission that nearly ended in disaster.
We got a couple of housekeeping procedures for you. We'd like you to roll right to 060 and know your rates. Roger that. Rolling right, 060. And then if you could give your oxygen tanks a stir. Roger that. Hey, we've got a problem here.
What did you do?
Nothing. I stirred the tanks.
Whoa. Hey.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Directed by Ron Howard, the film was both a critical and commercial success, with Hanks's performance earning praise for its authenticity and emotional resonance. The film's gripping narrative and Hanks' authentic performance brought the real-life drama of space exploration to the big screen, reminding us of his ability to lead in any genre.
Houston, we're at Stable 1. The ship is secure. This is Apollo 13 signing off.
Marking the beginning of his association with Pixar, Hanks lent his voice to the beloved character Woody in the animated classic Toy Story. It became one of Hanks's most recognizable roles, showcasing his talent for voice acting and his ability to bring depth to animated characters. His vocal performance added depth and warmth, making Woody an enduring figure for audiences of all ages.
Ow! Oh, hi, Bo. Hi.
I wanted to thank you, Woody, for saving my flock.
Oh, hey, it was, nothing.
What do you say I get someone else to watch the sheep tonight?
Hell yeah.
Remember, I'm just a couple of blocks away.
In That Thing You Do, Hanks made his directorial debut and took on the role of Mr. White, a manager guiding a one-hit wonder band to fame in the 1960s. The film was a nostalgic and charming tribute to the era's music scene, with Hanks's performance praised for its wit and charisma. Hanks's 1998 collaboration with director Steven Spielberg in Saving Private Ryan marked another significant milestone in his career.
Yes, it is.
He portrayed Captain John H. Miller, a dedicated and compassionate Army captain during World War II, tasked with finding a missing soldier. Hanks's performance was met with critical acclaim, showcasing his ability to anchor intense, emotional narratives.
Caparzo! Put that little girl back! Caparzo, give that kid back up!
How do you say it's okay? I can't. She reminds me of my niece, sir.
Caparzo, get the kid back up there!
Captain, the decent thing to do is to at least take her down the road to the next town.
We're not here to do the decent thing. We're here to follow fucking orders. Sarge, take this goddamn kid! Come on!
The film's realistic depiction of war and Hanks's portrayal of Miller earned him another Oscar nomination and solidified his status as one of Hollywood's most respected actors. That same year, Hanks once again paired with Meg Ryan to star in You've Got Mail, a romantic comedy about two rival bookstore owners who unknowingly fall in love over the internet. Hanks's portrayal of Joe Fox, a charming and competitive businessman, was praised for its chemistry with Ryan and its commentary on the digital age. Hanks returned to animation in Toy Story 2, reprising his role as Woody. The sequel continued the adventures of Woody and his friends, earning critical acclaim and further establishing the Toy Story franchise as a beloved series. Exploring the mysterious, Hanks portrayed Paul Edgecombe in The Green Mile, a death row prison guard who encounters a mysterious inmate with supernatural abilities. The film, based on Stephen King's novel, was a critical and commercial success, with Hanks's performance praised for its emotional depth and compassion. As the new millennium began, Tom Hanks cemented his position as one of Hollywood's most versatile and enduring actors, consistently delivering unforgettable performances across various genres. In Cast Away, he captivated audiences with his portrayal of Chuck Noland, a FedEx employee stranded alone on a deserted island. The role demanded an immense physical transformation, as Hanks lost significant weight during filming, embodying a man struggling to survive in isolation. With minimal dialogue, Hanks showcased his incredible ability to convey emotion through subtle facial expressions and physicality. His deeply committed performance earned him an Oscar nomination and remains a defining moment in his career. In Road to Perdition, Hanks ventured into darker territory as Michael Sullivan, a hitman seeking revenge after his family is betrayed. Directed by Sam Mendes, the film marked a significant departure from Hanks's more affable roles. His portrayal of Sullivan was both restrained and intense, revealing the emotional complexity of a man torn between violence and fatherhood. Hanks's nuanced performance was widely praised, demonstrating his ability to excel in more morally ambiguous roles. Hanks's long-standing collaboration with director Steven Spielberg continued in Catch Me If You Can, where he played Carl Hanratty, a determined FBI agent in pursuit of Leonardo DiCaprio's charming con artist. The cat-and-mouse dynamic between Hanks and DiCaprio was a highlight of the film.
FBI! Come out of the bathroom! Step out of the bathroom! Hands on your head.
Oh, that's the new IBM Selectric.
Put your hands on your head.
Print type in 5 seconds.
Shut up!
Pop out the ball.
Put your hands on your head! Put your hands!
You know, he's got over 200 checks here. A
Hands
ton of indie
on
ink,
your head!
Drafting. He even has little payroll envelopes
Put it down.
addressed to himself.
Put it down. Drop it!
Relax!
Hanks's performance, filled with wit, determination, and moments of vulnerability, added layers to what could have been a straightforward character. The film became a commercial and critical success, further proving Hanks's ability to balance dramatic and comedic elements. In The Ladykillers, Hanks explored his comedic side again, taking on the eccentric role of Professor G.H. Dorr, a Southern gentleman and conman plotting a heist. Directed by the Coen brothers, the dark comedy allowed Hanks to fully embrace the quirks and exaggerated mannerisms of his character. While the film received mixed reviews, Hanks's delightfully oddball performance was a standout, showcasing his comedic timing in a darker setting. Hanks returned to animation with The Polar Express, lending his voice to multiple characters, including the conductor. The film, a visually ambitious holiday classic, allowed Hanks to bring warmth and charm to the magical, whimsical narrative. His ability to infuse each character with unique vocal nuances helped elevate the animated feature and contributed to its lasting appeal. In The Terminal, Hanks again collaborated with Spielberg, portraying Victor Navorsky, a man stranded in an airport due to a political crisis in his homeland. Hanks's performance was a masterclass in portraying resilience and hope, as he embodied a character whose life is uprooted, yet finds ways to adapt with optimism. Hanks effortlessly balanced humor and drama, making Navorsky an endearing figure who captures the audience's sympathy.
Oh, goat.
What?
Goat. The medicine is for goat.
Goat?
Yes. Medicine is for goat. Yeah, goat.
He said that?
Yes. He say we not understand. I not understand. God.
Wait, what are you saying? You misunderstood him. That the medicine is not for his dying father.
No. The Krakozia, the name for a father, sound like goat. I make mistake.
Hanks visited the world of Dan Brown's mysteries with The Da Vinci Code, portraying symbologist Robert Langdon. The film, though polarizing among critics, was a box office hit, with Hanks's performance as the intelligent and determined Langdon at its center. His portrayal was noted for its grounded intensity, bringing intrigue to the film's complex conspiracy unraveling. In Charlie Wilson's War, Hanks took on the role of the real-life Congressman Charlie Wilson, a charming and politically astute figure who played a pivotal role in funding Afghan resistance during the Soviet-Afghan War.
Don't send us rice and bandages. Give us weapons so that we can shoot down their gunships.
It's called the Milan anti-tank missile.
Can the Afghans win without it?
No. End of discussion.
I would like to have the previously approved sum increased by an additional $30 million, bringing the total appropriation to $70 million.
I'd like to introduce the Milan anti-tank missile. We've got 300 in the field. Yep. Let's kill some Russians.
Hanks's portrayal of Wilson was a blend of charisma and sharp political maneuvering, earning him critical acclaim. His effortless chemistry with co-stars Julia Roberts and Philip Seymour Hoffman added to the film's success, with Hanks showing yet again his ability to master both drama and humor. Continuing his versatility, Hanks starred in The Great Buck Howard, playing Mr. Gable, the father of a young man who begins working for a washed-up magician. Though a smaller role, Hanks's performance as the supportive and pragmatic father provided emotional depth to the film, reinforcing his ability to shine even in more understated roles. In Angels and Demons, Hanks reprised his role as Robert Langdon, once again solving ancient mysteries in this sequel to the Da Vinci Code. The film saw Hanks return to the role with a renewed intensity, taking on the fast-paced action and intellectual intrigue with ease. His portrayal was praised for its depth and emotional engagement with the high-stakes narrative. Hanks returned to voice acting in Toy Story 3, reprising his beloved role as Woody. The third installment of the franchise was a critical and commercial triumph, with Hanks's performance embodying the heartfelt emotional core of the film. His voice work captured the nostalgia and deep bond between the characters, as well as Woody's role as the unwavering leader of the group. The film's emotional depth further solidified Hanks's contribution to the iconic franchise. In Larry Crowne, Hanks not only starred as the titular character, but also took on directing duties. The film follows Larry, a middle-aged man who reinvents himself by going back to college after losing his job. Hanks's portrayal of a relatable, optimistic man trying to rebuild his life was both uplifting and charming, showcasing his knack for portraying everyday heroes with warmth and authenticity. Hanks delivered a poignant performance in Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, playing Thomas Schell, a father who leaves behind a mystery for his son to solve after dying in the 9/11 attacks. His performance, though limited in screen time, was highly impactful, adding layers of emotional complexity and sensitivity to the film's narrative. In the animated web series Electric City, Hanks lent his voice to a dystopian world, exploring themes of society, power, and technology. His involvement in the series brought depth to its exploration of morality in a futuristic society, with Hanks's voice work adding a layer of gravitas to the innovative storytelling. Hanks showcased his versatility once again in Cloud Atlas, playing multiple characters across different timelines and stories, showcasing his ability to adapt to various personas and settings. His performances across the timelines emphasized his willingness to take on challenging and complex roles.
I will not be subjected to criminal abuse.
In Captain Phillips, Hanks portrayed Captain Richard Phillips, the real-life sea captain whose ship was hijacked by Somali pirates. His gripping performance reached its pinnacle during the harrowing final scenes, where his portrayal of the titular captain in a state of shock and trauma was widely praised. His raw, emotional vulnerability as he fought for survival earned him numerous award nominations, including an Oscar nod. Hanks's ability to humanize this real-life figure, showing both strength and vulnerability, solidified his status as one of Hollywood's most versatile and emotionally resonant actors. Hanks returned to voice acting with Toy Story of Terror, a charming short film that took Woody and his friends on a spooky adventure. His return to the role of Woody continued to capture the beloved character's leadership, loyalty, and warmth, with the short film receiving positive reception from fans and critics alike. In Saving Mr. Banks, Hanks portrayed Walt Disney in a film about Disney's pursuit of the rights to the Mary Poppins story. Hanks's portrayal of the legendary figure was a study in charm, determination, and vision, while also revealing a more vulnerable side of the media mogul. His performance was praised for its depth, offering an insightful look into the man behind the iconic Disney brand. Hanks's charisma and authenticity shone through, making Disney both larger than life and remarkably human.
It's all right. It's all right, Mrs. Travers. Mr. Banks. Going to be all right, I promise.
No, it's just...
I can't abide cartoons.
Hanks reunited with Spielberg for Bridge of Spies, playing James B. Donovan, a lawyer who finds himself negotiating the exchange of captured spies during the Cold War. The film, a critical and commercial success, was driven by Hanks's nuanced performance as Donovan, a man of principle navigating the complex politics of the time. His portrayal was lauded for its intelligence and quiet strength, once again proving his ability to bring gravitas and subtlety to morally complex roles. In A Hologram for the King, Hanks played Alan Clay, a businessman at a crossroads in his life who travels to Saudi Arabia for a last-ditch effort to secure a business deal. The film allowed Hanks to explore the existential anxieties of middle age, and his performance captured the vulnerability and resilience of a man seeking redemption in an unfamiliar land. Though the film itself was met with mixed reviews, Hanks' performance was widely praised for its emotional depth and relatability. Hanks returned to real-life heroism with Sully, playing Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger, the pilot who successfully landed a U.S. Airways flight on the Hudson River, saving all passengers aboard. Hanks's portrayal of Sully was understated yet powerful, capturing the quiet strength and humility of a man hailed as a national hero. His performance was lauded for its authenticity and emotional restraint, earning Hanks further critical acclaim. Hanks reprised his role as Robert Langdon, the symbologist solving ancient mysteries in this third installment of Dan Brown's series, Inferno. Although the film received mixed reviews, Hanks once again anchored the story with his reliable performance, providing intensity and intrigue to the fast-paced narrative. Tom Hanks played Eamon Bailey, the charismatic CEO of a powerful tech company in The Circle. He embodied a character who straddled the line between visionary leader and morally ambiguous manipulator. Bailey's outward charm and promotion of transparency hid darker ethical issues, and Hanks skillfully revealed the underlying menace behind his utopian ambitions. His portrayal tapped into timely concerns about technology and surveillance, making Bailey both captivating and unsettling. In The Post, Hanks portrayed Ben Bradley, the editor of The Washington Post during the paper's historic publication of the Pentagon Papers. His portrayal was both commanding and charismatic, as Hanks captured Bradley's journalistic integrity and determination. His scenes with co-star Meryl Streep, who played publisher Katharine Graham, were particularly praised for their chemistry and intellectual sparring. Hanks's performance added another layer of gravitas to his already illustrious career. 2019 was a big year for Hanks as he returned to voice Woody in Toy Story 4, delivering another heartwarming performance as the beloved cowboy doll. The film was praised for its emotional depth, and Hanks once again brought warmth, loyalty, and humor to the character. Woody's journey towards self-fulfillment resonated with audiences, making it a fitting and emotional conclusion to the Toy Story saga. In the same year, Hanks took on the role of Fred Rogers in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, portraying the beloved television host known for his kindness and gentle demeanor. Hanks's performance as Mr. Rogers was universally lauded for its authenticity and emotional depth, and earned him another Academy Award nomination, with critics praising his ability to embody the warmth and compassion that Rogers symbolized to millions. In Greyhound, Hanks not only starred, but also wrote the screenplay for this World War II naval drama. He portrayed Ernest Krauss, a Navy commander leading a convoy across the Atlantic during the Battle of the Atlantic. The film was noted for its intense and realistic portrayal of naval warfare, with Hanks delivering a solid and commanding performance, anchoring the film with his stoic leadership in the face of overwhelming odds. In News of the World, Hanks portrayed Captain Jefferson Kyle Kidd, a Civil War veteran who travels the country reading the news to isolated towns. The film was both a critical and commercial success, with Hanks's performance noted for its intelligence, gravitas, and quiet strength. His portrayal of Kidd, a man attempting to reconcile his traumatic past while bringing hope and connection to others, was hailed as one of his finest late-career performances. Hanks continued to explore post-apocalyptic themes with Finch, where he portrayed a man traveling with his dog and a robot in a world ravaged by environmental collapse. The film offered another opportunity for Hanks to showcase his ability to carry a film in a largely solitary role, with his emotional and deeply human portrayal praised by critics and audiences alike. Hanks continued to delve into real-life figures with Elvis, portraying Colonel Tom Parker, the controversial manager of Elvis Presley. Hanks's performance as Parker was both charismatic and cunning, offering an authentic portrayal of the complex, often manipulative relationship between Presley and his manager. Critics praised Hanks for his layered performance, adding another successful biographical portrayal to his already impressive resume. In Robert Zemeckis' live-action remake of Disney's Pinocchio, Tom Hanks portrayed Geppetto, an aging Italian woodcarver who creates a wooden puppet in memory of his late son. Geppetto's grief and longing are at the heart of the story, and Hanks's performance added emotional depth to the whimsical and visually rich narrative. As Geppetto, Hanks balanced moments of heartfelt tenderness with determination as the character navigates loss while guiding Pinocchio on his journey to becoming a real boy. Although the film received mixed reviews, Hanks's portrayal was noted for bringing warmth and sincerity to a story steeped in nostalgia. Rounding up his performances in 2022, Hanks portrayed Otto Anderson in A Man Called Otto, a gruff widower whose rigid routine and adherence to rules masked a deep sense of loss and loneliness. After the passing of his wife, Otto's life became one of isolation until a lively young family moved in next door, disrupting his solitude. Hanks masterfully brought Otto's inner turmoil to life, blending humor with poignant moments of vulnerability as Otto slowly reconnected with those around him. His performance captured the complexity of grief and healing, offering a touching portrayal of unexpected friendship. Critics praised Hanks for making Otto both irritable and lovable, delivering a deeply emotional role. In 2023, Hanks appeared in Wes Anderson's whimsical film Asteroid City, taking on a supporting role in the director's signature style. Though details about his character remained sparse, his involvement in Anderson's ensemble cast added a touch of charm and wit, further showcasing Hanks's versatility and his ability to shine in any setting, whether comedic, dramatic, or somewhere in between.
In my loneliness, or perhaps because of it, I learned not to judge people, to take people as I find them, not as others find them. And most of all, to give complete and unquestioning faith to the people I love. I don't know if that includes you, but it included my daughter and your 4 children. So you're welcome to stay with me for as long as you wish, whether I like it or not, which I don't, by the way.
In Here, Tom Hanks portrays Richard Young, a man whose life and relationships are intricately tied to the changing history of a single location. Directed by Robert Zemeckis and based on Richard Maguire's graphic novel, the film unfolds in a non-linear narrative, spanning centuries of events on one piece of land. Hanks's performance as Richard encapsulates themes of love, memory, and legacy, as the character revisits key moments of his life. The film employs innovative visual techniques, including real-time digital de-aging, allowing Hanks to portray Richard at various stages of his life. While the film received mixed reviews, Hanks's ability to convey emotional depth and continuity across multiple timelines was widely praised. His performance anchored the ambitious storytelling, making Richard Young a poignant character amid a tapestry of interconnected lives. Tom Hanks's impact on popular culture is undeniable. As an actor, he has become an American cultural icon. beloved by audiences worldwide for his warmth, authenticity, and ability to portray characters with heart and depth. His extensive list of awards and honors, including 2 Oscars for Best Actor and numerous nominations, speaks to his remarkable talent and dedication to his craft. As we look to the future, there's no doubt that Hanks will continue to surprise and delight us with new and exciting projects, reinforcing his status as a true Hollywood legend. In the words of Forrest Gump, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." With Tom Hanks, we can always expect a delightful and unforgettable experience.